Ladies and gentlemen, one of my oldest friends, collaborators, co-conspirators, and generally wonderful, funny New York City man, Mr. Jamil Ellis.
Hand me that guitar. Like this. Okay, I'll step over it. Let's do that.
Welcome to rock and roll, Jamil.
This is awesome.
Mess.
This is zero rehearsal. I love this. But me and Quinn have known each other for quite a long time, since we were like 14 or 15 years old. My favorite part of Quinn's shows is that it brings together this amazing community I see out here. So thank you, Quinn, for giving me a few minutes of time to speak to the community assembled here. April is Poetry Month. You guys know that? It's true. So I have a short poem to read to you today entitled The Time for Community Is Now. It certainly is. Before I do this, I have one really quick story to tell about community. I was having a drink in the neighborhood. This is very much my community neighborhood, besides our comedy troupe. When we were from our age, like, before, we rehearsed so much at Quinn's parents' house around the house. My daughter now goes to Ukrainian school around the block, and she was at a rehearsal at Veselka, like right next to Veselka, where they do Ukrainian dance. And I went to a bar around the corner, and I sat down, and actually ran into a current Columbia student. Totally random. And you guys don't know me from, well, some of you do, some of you don't. I went to Columbia undergrad, and we started having a conversation about what's going on at Columbia right now. And she was telling me about just, there are 3 private security firms now patrolling Columbia with the permission to put their hands on students. She had a uniformed security member enter one of her educational classes to observe them. I said, that's where we are. She emailed me 2 nights ago, and she said, on Signal, by the way, because fuck text. And she told me that she'd been called in for talking about history, something truthful, and the professor was concerned and said, you should come to my office tomorrow morning. And I said, what I offered was my support. I said, I'm here, I'm in community with you, because this is the time for community. The community is now. And that's the point we're at. We're at the point where being in this room, being in community is entirely all that it's about. And so I want you all, as we go to this poem, Experimental, to think about that, what community means. Let's do it. Never done it before. We're going to do it right now. All right. So the time for community is now. Yes. Everyone, please look around. Look left, look right. Make eye contact with someone. Do it now. Do it now. Make that smile that makes someone know you are in community with them. You are in community, and the time for community is now. The time for community is now. Our planet is gasping for breath. I remember looking at the orange sky on a June day, pledging to my daughter that we would continue to fight. I will continue to fight every day for our planet. So I get up every day with renewed energy to fight for our communities, enable us to adapt to the change already happening, to be more resilient together, because the time for community is now. The time for community is now. The mayoral election is coming up, and let this be clear, there is no ballot too small. What's the date, my friends? June 24. That's right. The community must stand together. Fight bullies. We deserve better. We deserve more. Each and every one of us must vote and be heard as a community, not divided, but as one. The time for community is now. The time for community is now. History is being erased, data being purged. As they try to white out our stories, we must stand strong, listen to the stories that bind us, from elders, community members. Remember, we are the walking archives of history and truth, and we will not be deleted. The time for community is now. The time for community is now. People are suffering oppression and apartheid. Our leaders destroy brown and black bodies with brutal precision, with bombs, jails, and deliberately ignoring how our climate is changing. Frontline communities at the mercy of change must stand together more than ever. Why? Because the time for community is now. The time for community is now. Community has the power. Community is where all the change starts. We can do it. Change can start with us in this community. And if you leave with one message from today, then let it be, say it with me, the time for community is now. Oh.
Jamil Ellis did not come to play.